How are you getting on, folks? Look at today was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Um, as well as our patron tip coming in, obviously Jason the Militant. The YouTube tips to you, Bo. John was very, very unlucky. Traded 1 to 3 in one in running. Looked like it was going to win. Maybe not hose up, but would certainly win anyway. Um, Borough Saint, disappointing. Chungay, disappointing. Rhythm Divine, lovely 10 to 1 winner for us as well. Gulan Jesse, unlucky 5 to 1. And Glenn Gooley was very disappointing. Just completely tailed off. But overall, look at profit made, happy out. That's really all we can do. Moving on to tomorrow now in Naas. I, as you all know, like to call this the Peaky playground. I suppose as a play on words with the usual the usual saying of Naas Racecourse being at the punter's graveyard. Um, but definitely for us anyway, we've been fairly hot in terms of picking winners around Naas anyway. So I'm hoping tomorrow is going to be the very same. There's some very nice horses in here and very nice prices. Few odds on horses here. There's actually three out of the eight now tomorrow, but look at the rest of the field. They're all very, very nicely priced, and they should be definitely winning in terms of bringing around profit. It should be fairly easy now tomorrow. Hopefully, anyway. Fingers crossed. 2 o'clock first race off. I'm going to be sticking with the odds-on favourite here, Sealis Emery. I think this horse is too good for this field. I don't think there's going to be too much of a challenge. He should be able to get his own way out in front. Ground should be no problem to him. Generally a fairly consistent horse. He's ground versatile. Overall, I just think that Paul Townend has a little bit more in hand than the rest of the field here now. And obviously, look at with Sealis Emery probably going to the festival, probably. It's hard to know whether it's going to go to the champion hurdle or not, but it went around this route there last year. It should be thereabouts. There's no doubt about it. Like it's definitely one of the more likelier runners. I'd be shocked if this horse is beaten out tomorrow. And at a price of 8 to 13, you would be sort of shocked. I know I've been caught out once or twice in the past, but I can't honestly see Sealis Emery being beaten now tomorrow. 2:30 then, I am going to be going with my first each way selection of the day. Fully charged for Hugh Morgan and Henry de Bromhead here, currently priced in around 7 to 1. Now, there are a few horses in here. Obviously, the JP McManus horse is getting well supported. Rightly so. It looks to be a fairly decent one, but this horse of Henry's definitely looks to be a fairly nice one. Obviously, look at it was second last time out to I can't remember who was second to now, but it was second to a fairly decent sort. Lanarige was in behind. Obviously, I've rated Lanarige fairly high. I've put it up here a couple of times now since that run, but obviously with the weather we've been having, it's been fairly unfortunate, the fact that we've been cut away from racing there for about 2 weeks, or not even 2 weeks, maybe about a week and a half. But yeah, fully charged at 7 to 1. Obviously, look at with the form of and the course form behind it, you would be definitely thinking it's well worth a chance here each way. Hugh Morgan, obviously with the way he won last time or last week there in Navan on young Dev for Dennis Hogan. Like, this man is highly underrated. He's definitely very, very talented in the saddle. His strike rate says it all. I think he's going on around a 38% strike rate. Obviously, look at Henry's horses are seriously coming into form as well. You have the likes of Jason the Militant there, won very, very easy there today. And as well as that, Henry's going off, I think, 35%. Both of those percentage rates are over a 2 week period. So because it's definitely plain to see that the horses in the stable are starting to really rock and roll now in terms of getting horses ready to go. But I just think the fact that it was second last time out, Hugh obviously will be able to get a good tune out of him. And as well as that, the £5 he's taken off is definitely going to be a help more so than a hindrance. But Yeah, I definitely think he's there with a serious shout, and he should be there or thereabouts in the finish. I just think 7-1 is each way value there to be taken off. Um, Moving on then to tomorrow, or the next race then. 3 o'clock is going to be my next best of the day. Streets of Diane here for John McConnell and Simon Torrance, currently priced in around 7-2. Now this horse here, people are going to be probably raising a few eyebrows here now, just to say like the next best in ground that's probably unfavourable, and I probably would be agreeing with them. But I just think this horse has got too much going for him. He's going for a 4-timer, or no, he's going for a 5-timer actually. Put up a string of great victories there in the likes of Listed and Graded Company. He's generally very, very solid. Ground okay is going to be against him, but realistically, this horse is definitely the best in the field. Obviously the favourite here, I'd be fairly good pals with Ronan McNally, and I'd be on friendly terms with him. Like he's always done his bit to help me out, and in terms of his sake, I'm sure he'd be hoping the favourite wins. The fact that he was behind the real deal the last day, but I don't know. I just think he's a little bit vulnerable to be taken on at 7-4. Um, I just personally think if Streets of Diane is race fit and is capable of going in this ground, he's going to be a very, very hard horse to stop. And I just think a price of 7-2, bookies might have just got this one wrong. Now moving on then to the 3:30. I'm losing my voice. The 3:30 then is going to be going from the next best to the nap of the day. Going straight for Zafani in here at 6-4 for Dennis Hogan. And if I'm not mistaken, Dennis Hogan actually takes the ride now tomorrow as well. But this horse has been very, very consistent. He ran a very good race in third in Punchestown last 2 times. Last time out then he was only a neck behind Coulter for Dermot Weld around Naas as well, over course and distance. I think this horse is definitely his day is starting to come. The win is definitely on its way, and it should be certainly thereabouts to the finish. Obviously, like with the market support, somebody fancies him. Someone definitely likes the look of him, whether that's in-house or not, I don't know. I just think this horse has got plenty going for him, and I just think 6-4. I know it seems a short enough price, but the horse opened up at 4-1. He's more than likely going to go off odds on favours, and yeah, just take advantage of the price while you still can. 4 o'clock then is going to be the next odds on horse of the day, and for me, Egality Mons at 4-6. This one here, look at it. It says it all. 4-6. It's definitely one of the more likelier ones. Been fairly decent overall. Coming from obviously the god of Irish national hunt racing, Willie Mullins, with Paul Townend on board for the Donnellys here. I just personally think this horse is way too good for the field, and there's no point beating around the bush. I think he's got plenty in hand. He should be well capable. Ground should be able to suit him, and I think he's going to be very, very hard to beat. Looks to be the class act of the field here, and he should certainly be definitely a comfortable winner. I wouldn't say a wide margin winner, but I'd say a comfortable winner. I'd say he's going to win hands and heels. Actually, I have Streets of Diane down as my next best, but actually my next best is going to be in the next race, the 4:30. Great Bear here for Tom Gibney and Darragh O'Keefe. Obviously, looking with Rhythm Divine there today. Jesus, I'm clearing my throat there for the whole time. Yeah, obviously looking with Darragh O'Keefe, it's definitely coming from a stable, hot and form. Obviously looking with the winner there today. Gibney seemed to be fairly confident in this horse now tomorrow. When interviewed on Racing TV, he seemed to be he seems to be shrewd enough anyway on a normal day, but he definitely looked to have a bit of a glint in his eye when talking about this particular horse tomorrow. Obviously, look at it, ran a very decent race in Leopardstown over Christmas. when it was behind Gillard and Manil. Just generally, this horse looks to be one of the more likelier ones here. It's a tricky enough race because there's 4 or 5 in here you could make cases for, but the form with Gillard and Manil is the hottest form in the race, and I just think overall, Great Bear 7-4, you can't really go wrong. 5 o'clock is going to be my patron pick of the day, so I'm not going to be covering it here. But the 5:30, the last race of the day, and the last odds-on horse here, Jerry Colomb at 4-7. This horse should not be beaten. I say should not because we can never, we can never, what's the word I'm looking for? We can never discount, say, horses that might be under the radar or anything else like that. But realistically, and in all honesty, this horse should be miles too good. He should be able to win walking backwards. Very impressive winner last time out. Should be capable of improving more. It wasn't given really a hard race last day. And yeah, I would be expecting this horse to win fairly comfortably here now tomorrow. But look, that's all I have time for here. Please make sure to keep liking, sharing and subscribing. For those who haven't subscribed yet, I think I looked there in the statistics there. It's something like 48% looking at the videos haven't subscribed. So look, just take that minute, or not even a minute, just a second out of your day. Just please help me out and hit that button below. Obviously, look at it. If you got on a few of my horses there today, you would have been up. You would have been up overall money, regardless what way you would have bet. But look at, if I made you money, or if you're liking the tips, please make sure to just hit that subscribe button. Like, it really does help me out. And like I said, I'm hoping to get to the 1,000 subscribers mark by the end of June. So it's a realistic and a bit of an ambitious goal, but it's not going to happen unless people start do subscribing. I want to wish you all the very best of luck tomorrow. Hopefully, we do get in the end of a few winners. I'll be doing a bit of an announcement now tomorrow, in terms of the patron and what our plans are for March. But look, I'll leave it there. I'm not going to link in Patreon simply because it's coming on to the last day of the month, and I don't want people to feel hard done by. But that's about it, folks. Best of luck tomorrow, and hopefully we're on the back of a few more winners.